Katrina.
Yep.
Come here for a second.
Let me get my blood.
Comments. A very, very, very good night. We're glad to have you with us tonight here on In the Huddle, presented by Martin's Peterbilt, and we are just glad to have you with us tonight, and we're looking forward to being with you. There's the host with the Holy Ghost, Case Crowley, and Mondo Sima on here tonight. Guys, we got a great show. It's going to be an exciting night. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Like, what a beautiful day outside today, man. Football is in the air. Soccer started playoffs, and we got a lot of local schools doing senior nights and stuff with volleyball, and we'll be starting district play here pretty soon. So a lot of stuff to cover. Glad to be with you all tonight, and ready to get rolling.
Mr. Case Crowley, what have you been into today, my brother?
Church as usual this morning. Come home and laid around for a little while, then went up and had a Bible study and some pumpkin carving in Corbin. running on fumes right now, getting
Yeah.
home. But Ronnie, it was a good week last week, a really good week. If you didn't get to join in and watch with us last week, we had a lot of really good pictures on the stream last week, and somebody went in and messed with my profile on our streaming website here and put a picture in. I'm pretty sure I know who it was. So I'm looking over at you, Mr. Smith.
Oh wow, you never know what happens, but we definitely like to have fun around here. But man, it was an exciting night, Case. Yeah, for Friday Night Lights. I mean, there was some barn burner games, guys, and I mean, you look at it there. Wow, Clay County beats McCrary Central 25-16, a big win for them. And guys, Clay County's 5-1. You can't overlook them.
No, the Clay County Tigers just keep pounding away week in and week out. They've got a good program going on right there at Ronnie.
Yeah, and South Laurel, big 29-15 win over Harlan County. Case, you've had a chance to watch both of those teams play. Were you surprised by that outcome?
I've seen Harlan County in person. I've not got to see South in person yet. I know what I've seen of South, that he's going to bring all he's got to a game. I mean, that's Coach Hines. It's how he's always been. Now the 15-29, I can't say that I seen that coming. Harlan County definitely put a bunch of effort into that game.
Yeah, Clinton County upsets Jackson County. Jackson County had come in there 4-2, having a great year. They wound up losing that game. Corbin looked really good against Letcher Central. Was able to throw the ball, and Mondo Simon, their defense stepped up big time.
Yeah, defense, probably the best they played all year. And Letcher Central had a back, Ronnie, that, kids probably pushing 230, 240 right there, and ran downhill. And Big Griffin Bates there in the middle on that defense. And Malachi Brown on the outside, Ronnie, his first game after being eligible. Really, that kid right there, man, you got to watch out for him going forward.
Yeah, that's the name you'll definitely remember. Of course, Case Williamsburg takes care of Linkamp 48-0. I'm a little surprised by their Linkamp started out so strong, but they're really struggling. Williamsburg must really be a good team this year.
Well, that's a big night for Williamsburg too. They got to see a lot of their younger guys and how they're going to perform. And I believe it was said that was Coach Herron's 150th career win, along with the program's 500th win. So just a big night for the Jackets.
Not Central beats Harlan. Harlan falls to 1-6 on the season. So they take care of the Green Dragons. Bell County, a big win, Mondo, over Knox Central. Wayne Mills Panthers were coming there red hot. But since that first loss of the year, Bell County's won 7 in a row.
Well, it just goes to show, Coach Hilton up on the mountain there, and what he brings to the table, Ronnie. Age is not a number when it comes to coaching. Those kids show up and show out every night and play for that guy.
Yeah, then North Laurel, Pulaski County. Pulaski County, a huge win there. Case, man, I didn't expect it to be that lopsided, 42-14.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody did. Pulaski County is a pretty solid team. We've seen that in the South Laurel matchup, but I really thought North would hold on a little bit better.
So Middlesboro, I told you guys they started out slow, lost early. They're up to 4-3. Took care of Pineville, that falls to 0-7 on the season. In Case, we'll give you an opportunity to talk a little bit about this game. You were there firsthand. Whitley County pulls out a win. That was I've heard people say that was the best game they've seen all year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's possibly one of the best games that the Colonels have played so far this season. Right up there with that Harlan County last minute of the game, I would say. But Whitley had that they had that the whole time. They went up into the locker room up at the half. But Perry County really did not give up. It really shows on that score. A last-second field goal by, a sport or a name that we hear in a lot of sports, Jacob Sinners, a big soccer player at Whitley, but also pretty successful on the gridiron as well there with the last-second field goal to take the win.
Whitley County goes to 4-3, and of course, Whitley County Corbin going to be a big game next week. Let's get some sponsor time in, guys. We'll come back. Mr. Jaden Woods is in the back from Clay County. What a night he had this week. We'll have him with us here when we come back.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again. Don't wait. Contact Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting for all your general construction, landscaping, and Christmas light installation needs.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810. We also want to wish all student athletes of the 13th region a very successful and healthy season.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Manager Donovan Storm offers a full line of insurance products to cover your family and business needs. Kentucky Farm Bureau offers home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. The friendly staff is ready to assist you with any of your questions at 528-2030. Manager Donovan Storm and his staff are located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Call today for your free quote.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Since 2009, Gondolier Italian Restaurant and Pizza has been locally owned and operated and has enjoyed sharing made-from-scratch Italian favorites, oven-fresh pizza, and sweet desserts for the London and surrounding communities. We use only the freshest ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste with a vast selection of pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And you can't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're one of our beloved regulars stopping by for the usual, or enjoying our unbeatable happy hour for the first time, we're here to help you feel like part of the family. So come visit us right off exit 41 in London, Kentucky.
Welcome back to Inside the Huddle, presented by Martin's Peterbilt. We're joined back in now by Clay County's very own Jaden Woods.
How you doing?
Hey, we're doing great, Jaden. Thanks for joining us tonight, man. We're just so proud of you. What a performance you had the other night. What a season you're having so far. What's your normal Sunday look like? What's your routine on Sundays?
Well, I try to go to church. Then I try to spend time with my family. Everybody's off of work, so I try to spend time with them. Film. I have film usually every Sunday to try to get ready for the next opponent.
That is awesome. 2 big touchdowns the other night, 173 yards rushing, and not only that, 75 yards passing. Man, what'd you have for breakfast Friday? You were killing it, man.
Well, I usually like a little bacon and biscuits whenever I can, but I think that morning I had. Let me think. I can't remember what I had.
The thing is, you need to remember it, man, because if I were you, I'd be eating that same breakfast every game day.
I heard that.
Yeah. So let's talk about, kind of coming up, being a Clay County Tiger. What's it mean to you to have that Tiger name across your chest?
Oh, it means everything. I grew up, and my mom, she was a Tiger. I grew up as a Tiger. Dreamed about playing football in a Clay County Tiger jersey, and I loved it.
Man, that is awesome. And Mondo, anytime you can get almost 250 yards in a game from scrimmage, that's amazing. But let me just ask you one more question before Mondo talks to you, Jaden, is who was kind of that Tiger when you were young, when you were in grade school, middle school, when you looked up and you saw the Tigers play? Who was the one that you kind of inspired and wanted to be like?
Well, I looked up to Zach Saylor. He was always a dandy to me. He took me under his wing whenever I got up in high school, and he just knew whatever was going on. He would pat you on your back when you was down. He was just an all around brother to me.
Well, Jaden, congratulations on a very successful season so far. You're one of the premier running backs in the region, and you've been fun for us to keep up with and watch. But tell us a little bit about, some personal goals that you may have for yourself, and then some team goals, what the season, how you guys want to finish out the season.
Well, for me, I want to make it on the Player of the Year watch list. I want to better myself as a person through God. I want to go and I want to get accepted to college. And as a team, I want us to try to win state this year and try to come back and win this district out.
Well, Jaden, away from the football field, what are some things you do to unwind and just kind of, get your mind away from the ground and pound of everyday life in the football uniform?
Well, I try to go to the gym. I try to eat healthy, cardio, and that's really about it.
Well, Ronnie, what tremendous interview. This kid, he's got his head on his shoulders, and whatever he chooses to do in life, he's going to be successful. I promise you that.
Yeah, we're proud of you, Jaden, and you represent the 13th region well. Coach spoke so highly of you. You keep God first in your life, man. I appreciate you doing that. Me as a pastor, he's got great things in store for you, and we're all rooting for you here in the 13th Region Media Network.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us, buddy.
Sir, thank you. Bye.
And that was great. He's got it together, man.
Yeah, and Clay County can produce some athletes. We've seen it in baseball season with Crawford, and now we're seeing it here in football season with Mr. Jaden Woods.
Well, every kid I've ever known that's come from Clay County, guys, they've been hard-nosed and they know what work ethic is, and they just get in there and grind, and that's just a testament to to the Manchester and Clay County way there.
Yeah, it surely is, and to be where they are right now, I don't think anybody expect them to have this record. They're flying under the radar, and I think that's the way Coach likes it. And we're very proud of them for being able to do that. And in case our next guest is in the room, we might as well bring him on. We're glad to have him with us tonight.
Yeah, our next guest for tonight is going to be the head football coach at Corbin High School, Mr. Josh Sammons.
Hi, good evening.
How you doing, Coach? Good to see
I'm
you
doing
tonight.
good. Good to see you.
Yeah, well, kind of what's a typical day at the Salmon's house on Sunday? I know that big win Friday night. Do you get to relax any at all, man, or kind of what happens on Sundays?
Nah, it's usually busy. It's like having a football team, Got 4 boys, so go to church, and we're in the process of moving right now, so it's just been busy. But it's football season's always like that, so kind of we're all in. My wife's a great lady, and I got 4 great kids, so it's busy, but we're blessed.
Yeah, and it's just been a blessing to have you in the community, and the 13th region is blessed to have you, and you came with such a great reputation and such a hard worker, and people just had such wonderful things to say about you. What's your thoughts of Red Hound Nation so far?
Oh, it's great. It's everything I kind of thought it was. I really didn't know, but at the previous schools I went to, I really didn't know anybody there either. So, but it's great. It's a great community, great people, great fan base, and great school system. It's kind of everything that you would want in a coach, to be a head coach. So, that's one of the reasons that drew me here. And just the whole fact that everybody really wants to be good and they care about each other. And it shows from the community to the school to the kids, and that matters, so that's why it's important to me. But it's a blessing. We're excited, and we got to continue to get better. But, we like, the season is what it is. To me, it's always a process of where we're at and where we got to get to. We're not perfect, but we're getting better in a lot of ways, and that's exciting.
Yeah, it is. And Mondo, everything's going great to this point. And the coach, just talk just a minute, if you will, about your quarterback, Cade Elam. We've obviously in the 13th region had a chance. He came in as a freshman and started, and he's smooth, I guess would be the way that we would describe it. How important that is for you, for a coach, to have somebody like that in the huddle on the field?
Oh yeah, I mean, anytime you got a great quarterback, you have a chance against anybody, and he proves that week in, week out. He's a very competitive kid. He's tough. He's smart. When I talk to college coaches, that's the first thing I say. He has all the attributes and things you can't teach, and you can't measure what he has. And he's a winner, and he's won in everything he's ever done, and he's ultra competitive, and he wants to be the best. And he has a good, he's never too high or too low. I mean, he gets excited. He's very competitive, but at the same time, he's not too much. It's kind of like, it's what you want in a quarterback. If he makes a mistake or something, which doesn't happen too often, he's ready to go out there and do it again. So, and he does it in practice. He's a winner, and that's what it takes.
Well, Coach, I was really impressed with the defense this weekend. You guys shut Letcher County out. Tell us a little bit about what it is to have Malachi Brown, on that front line there, and and what the defense needs to do going forward to get you guys to the next level.
Well, we talked today. I mean, we just got to continue to get to the football. We got to get to the football at a higher level, in my opinion. I think the kids are playing hard, but I think there's a different level we can play at. And I think the kids understand that. So we got to play better. But they have, and it's a process. We lost a lot of kids. I mean, from a lot of these kids are new at the same time, but it's week 7. We got to continue to get better. I never say we're young, because we're not. We are, but you'll never hear me say that, because they're high school kids. And, we got to continue to get better. But Malachi Brown is a great player, great kid, great young man who works extremely hard. It's great to see him out there. Helps our team, helps Corbin, and he's a great kid, and he's excited about being out there, and he can make plays from anywhere on the field, and he's very unblockable. He's big and athletic and fast, and that's kind of what you want in a football player. So he has all the tools.
Well, Coach, I know the Corbin community, they love you. They've rallied behind you and, have really welcomed you and your family into the area. But, for the viewers out here watching tonight, tell us a little bit about the biggest difference between West Virginia football and what you've seen so far in Kentucky football this year.
It's a little bit different. It's football. We were the largest classification. We had close to 2,000 kids.
Wow.
It's a bigger school, but we played a lot of big games every week. It seemed like it was like it was a gauntlet every week. We always said our conference was like the SEC of high school football where we were at. We had a lot of big rival games and it was high stakes every week. And but I don't think there's a lot of difference in the quality of play. I mean, I think 4A football is great. They're all great. We played Belfry over the years when they were winning state titles. I think they had a run there. I think we played them 4 years there because we couldn't find a game. I'm familiar with Ashland a little bit because we play them in JV and freshman. And Johnson Central, we scrimmaged them every year. So not a huge difference. I mean, this football, it's good football. All the good teams can compete with the good teams. If you're a good football team, you can go. We played teams in Ohio, out of Cincinnati, and different places. So to me, if you can play, Corbin's a great football team, and I feel like they could compete with about anybody. So I don't think there's a huge difference. There's more schools in Kentucky, of course, but quality of play, the good teams are really good. And they're good for a reason, and so I think they can compete with a lot of them.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming on with us tonight, Ronnie. Great coach, great person, great family, man. I know Corbin is very, very proud to have him at the helm of football, Red Hound Nation here. So,
yeah, and Coach, I hope you're ready for Friday night. We get to go down just the interstate from exit 25 to exit 15, so it's only 10 miles. And, of course, Case Crowley is a student at Whitley County High School, does a wonderful job. I do want to point that out because you may not have got to meet him yet, but it will be probably our largest crowd of the year for both schools. It is a big rivalry, and I'm glad I got to know you. The more I get to know you, the more I like you, man. And I just wish you the best. I appreciate you taking time to be with us.
Thank you for what you guys do. This is great. How you recognize people, and it's all important for high school sports. So thank you guys.
Yeah, we got Cam in the back. Cam Estep's gonna come in a few minutes.
He'll do a lot better than me. He's good. He's a dude. He's good. Yeah. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
He's great, man.
It just stone cold too. Like it worries me more. Like I was worried. Don't get me wrong, but like his face, he's locked in the whole time. It worries me more. And like I don't know. We was talking about broadcasting this week, and they were like, "It'd be cool if you could get a pregame interview with both coaches." And I'm like, "All right." Now I'm shivering. Like I don't know if I want to step across that Colonel head and go over there.
Well, we all know in the 13th region, there's 157 people watching right now. There'll be thousands of people that'll watch this show this week. You know what it's like to be a football coach at Corbin. He exemplifies everything that Corbin wants and has looked for through the years. And you can imagine coming in with all the success the program's had. There is pressure in that, and not knowing anybody here. But he's done a great job, and he's an asset to our community.
Absolutely.
Well, what do you think there, Case Crowley? What do you think about old Cam Estep? We want to go ahead take a quick break, and then we'll bring Cam on.
Yeah, we'll take a quick sponsor break, and we'll be right back with Corbin's Cade Estep. Cam Estep. Ooh, added two together. Could you imagine? Same person, both gets both of their abilities. Crazy. We'll be back in just a second.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Manager Donovan Storm offers a full line of insurance products to cover your family and business needs. Kentucky Farm Bureau offers home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. The friendly staff is ready to assist you with any of your questions at 528-2030. Manager Donovan Storm and his staff are located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Call today for your free quote.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Since 2009, Gondolier Italian Restaurant and Pizza has been locally owned and operated and has enjoyed sharing made-from-scratch Italian favorites, oven-fresh pizza, and sweet desserts for the London and surrounding communities. We use only the freshest ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste with a vast selection of pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And you can't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're one of our beloved regulars stopping by for the usual, or enjoying our unbeatable happy hour for the first time, we're here to help you feel like part of the family. So come visit us right off exit 41 in London, Kentucky.
Welcome back in to In the Huddle, presented by Martin's Peterbilt. Joined back in by Corbin's Cam Estet.
Cam, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well, man. Thanks for taking time out of your schedule to be with us. I know you don't get a lot of family time this time of year. I always like to ask, what's a typical Sunday look like around the E-Step house?
Well, usually we wake up, go to church, and it's usually a cleaning day at the house. Dad's big on Sunday cleaning day, so we clean a lot, and now we have film on Sundays. So after we go to church, I clean a little bit, then go to film at 3, and then we usually go hit and then just chill out for the rest of the night.
Hey, that is awesome, and you had a big game Friday night. You've really been clicking on all cylinders coming off of your injury. How are you feeling? Where you at? What percentage are you as far as being healed?
Yeah, I'm back to 100%. It took me a minute to get back, but yeah, I'm back to 100%.
Well, you sure look like you are, man, on the field. There's no doubt about it. And I just saw you be able to kick that speed in, and obviously having the advantage. I've literally known you all your life, man, and just love you, love your family, and just watching you grow before our eyes, and just see the talents that God has given you. Kind of how do you feel about this season and your new coach and how things are turning out for you so far?
Yeah, I feel great about the season. Like I said, we're doing everything that we can. Coach Sammons is a really good coach. He's unbelievable. And he's really just getting moved in, learning everything about Corbin and the community. He loves it so far, and I feel really good about the season. Really excited.
Mondo, this guy's fun to watch on Friday night.
Yeah, in my opinion, one of the most electric players in the region, Ronnie. Cam, tell us, if you had your choice right now, what would you look at playing, football or baseball?
I'm kind of like,
I knew that was coming.
But yeah, I still don't really know yet. I'm gonna be honest. It's usually during the season I really pick. Like if somebody asks me what my favorite sport is, I'll tell them it's during that season. So right now it's football, but
yeah,
I always pick baseball on the side too.
That's called being politically correct, Mondo. He knows how to answer.
That's a great answer, buddy. And in my opinion, you'll have a choice to do whichever one you want to do when at the end. So, man, we love watching you play. You're electric with the football in your hands. this kid, Ronnie, he can move in space, and they do a good job getting him the ball in space and letting his athleticism make a play. But Cam, look forward to watching your team, man. Hey, keep grinding, keep working hard, and I know good things are going to come for you, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, Cam, and we just kind of close out. Didn't want to keep you too long on that. Connor was out tonight playing a little 7-on-7 tonight. Did you get to go out and watch any of those guys? I hear it was pretty hilarious.
I did not. We got out of film at about, I'd say 5:45, and I went to hit right after, so I didn't have much time.
Yeah. Well, he loves you, man, and we were talking about you earlier today, and I can say about you, you always have a smile on your face, and you just always been great. People don't realize you're a good basketball player as well. You kind of made a choice to spend more time with baseball and all that, but you could shoot some hoops as well, man.
I guess I don't got too much basketball genes in the family. I can shoot a little bit, but not.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching you coming up. But man, thanks for being with us tonight. And last thing, I was talking to Coach Sammons about it. Does he realize what it's going to be like at Whitley County Friday night? I mean, I was telling him it's going to be the biggest crowd of the year. I know you guys look forward to it.
I think that he knows or thinks that he knows what it's going to be, but I think it's going to be 2 times of what he thinks. I mean, it's a huge rival. Like, there's going to be many people there from all over the Tri-County. It's going to be fun.
It sure is. Well, thanks for joining us, buddy, and we appreciate you, and know God's got great things in store for you, and we're big fans.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right, have a great night.
See you.
Man, it's in their blood.
Great kid, great competitor. I mean, he is, Ronnie. In my opinion, he's going to have a chance to do whatever he wants to do at the next level. So, it's going to be fun to watch for what he chooses, where he excels, and he just a great kid, great family. So,
yeah, Case, we've had 2 great student athletes on tonight. Already great coach, and we haven't even got to the players of the week and all that. We got some great awards to give out, man.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hop into those. What do you say?
Let's do it.
So let's start off. Let's go football top 10 for this week to start things off. Starting off, Harlan County in the 10 spot, 1-5. North Laurel in the 9 spot at 2-5. Middlesboro in the number 8 spot, 4-3. Knox Central 3-3 in the 7 spot. Williamsburg with a big week in the 6 spot. They're now 4-1. Whitley County with that win over Perry County in the 5 spot, 4-3. South Laurel in the 4 spot at 5-2. Clay County at the 3 spot, 5-1. Bell County 7-1 in the 2 spot. And Coach Sammons and his Corbin Red Hounds rolling at 6-1. They find themselves in the 1 spot this week on this week's Barrett and Blevins Law Office Football Top 10.
Mondo, first thing I'll notice there, 9-10. North Laurel and Harlan County, they're almost out of the top 10. They've really been struggling lately, but both of them have great coaches and a great program, so they need to be really careful there to get back on track. Middlesboro is coming up, and, of course, Wayne Mills ran into a buzzsaw there at Bell County, but still hanging there at 7.
Yeah, Jerry Heron and Williamsburg, those guys are always going to be up near in the top 5. And then, Coach Reimer there at Whitley County, they're going to give you a hard-fought ball game night in and night out. Coach Hines, we've had him on the show a few times now. They've got Southwestern this week. We'll see what happens over there. And then Clay County, Ronnie, they're moving right on up the ladder. And then the Bell County Bobcats and Coach Hilton, they're always going to be in the top of the region. And Coach Salmons and the Red Hounds, dropped one at Frederick Douglass on the road, but got a big one at Johnson Central last week on the road, and then took care of business against Letcher Central here this past week.
Mondo, would you agree with me? Zero disrespect to any team in that top team, but the road to the championships of those 4A and 3A and all that, Corbin and Bell County are definitely just a tad bit ahead of the other 8 but you've got South Laurel, Clay, and if Whitley pulls up the upset, of course, Williamsburg there, single A. You got that middle echelon there, but Corbin and Bell are just a block ahead right now.
Yeah, very well said. You're 100% correct. But, scheduling and, opponents and that plays into a little bit of that, too, Ronnie. So, those guys are always going to play a tough schedule. And as you can see, that's why they're in the top 3 spots.
I was going to speak on it a little bit earlier. We've got so many coaches in football in the 13th region that's been around for a while and know what they're doing. I mean, the Bell County Knox Central matchup, really just a display of 2 coaches that are long time in the 13th region and what they're able to pull off. Coach Hilton has been at Bell County, I know, longer than I've been alive, but that's not saying a lot. But I mean, just some people don't know about these teams and they find out pretty quickly.
Well, Coach French at Middlesboro, Coach Hines. I mean, these guys are state championship coaches that have been around. And then you got the young guys like Coach Nelson at North Laurel. Coach Reimer, he was a college coach. The coaches that we have in the 13th region, I'd put them up against any region in the state of Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, someone we both left out, Jerry Herron's been at Williamsburg forever. I mean, that's another staple in that. I mean, look at it. He's got 150 career wins as of Friday night. And you talked about, I can't go a football show without saying this. I mean, you talked about Coach Reimer being at the college. A big weekend in NAI football too. Cumberland's got a big win over Lindsey Wilson for the first time in 10+ years.
Wow, I didn't realize that. That is awesome. But
yeah, big win there. We'll go ahead now and look at the football team of the week presented by American Cable. We just talked about the team. We just talked about their coach and what he's known for. But this week's American Cable 13th Region Team of the Week, the Bell County Bobcats.
Yeah, Mondo, Bell County with the big 44-18. Knox Central was hotter than a firecracker coming in there, Mondo. But they had some guys that came up big for them. They rushed for 411 yards on the ground, Mondo, and 6 rushing touchdowns. That is absolutely crazy.
Well, Coach Hilton, he likes to run the ball, Ronnie, and just another staple of his offensive strategy and what they try to do. They've always got some big kids up on the front lines and moving the ball downfield, but. I think Bell County is going to make a run right there in their class this year. Wait and see.
Yeah, Hunter average 162 yards rushing. Caleb Miller 223 yards rushing. So they had 200+ yards rushing plus 2 big sacks by Green and Phillips. They've won 7 in a row. Congratulations to Bell County, the team of the week, brought to you by American Cable.
And taking a look at the defensive player of the week, brought to you by Advanced Technologies of Kentucky from South Laurel, Noah Smith.
Noah Smith, he's been a staple of Coach Hines' defense all year long. Kid had 13 tackles this week, Ronnie. 13 tackles. 9 of those were solo, and he had an interception. This football team at South Laurel, they're getting better and better every week, and Noah Smith is an absolute stud and a leader on Coach Hines' defense.
Yeah, Mondo, it seems like we're talking about Noah Smith every week. I mean, literally somewhere down the line, an interception, a fumble, a pick six, or whatever that it is. Defense wins championships, and the culture of South Laurel is next level. They're setting at 5-2 with that big win over Harlan County with the nice stretch coming in front of them.
Yeah, and then taking a look at this week's lineman of the week, a name that you hear not so much, but a name you should hear a lot more about. I've seen here recently quite a few college offers coming in for him. This one brought to you by Heather Martinez at Sean Rogers Realty from Corbin High School, Keegan Reeder.
Yeah, Keegan, I love Keegan. I've known him all his life. His father, John, and I played ball together down there at Whitley County. John was a great football player and a great basketball player, comes from a great family. Keegan is just been groomed all his life to be a lineman. He's always got a smile on his face. He's a great kid. Congratulations, Keegan, on being Player of the Week.
You said he comes from a great family. You don't even know what you did right there. Me and Keegan are related far enough down the line, so you just said I was great pretty much. I appreciate that from you, Mr.
Mondo, I just set myself up, man.
His dad actually taught me how to drive, believe it or not. He's a pretty good driver's ed teacher down there at Whitley County still.
I don't know about all that, but I know the kid is an absolute animal. He is a big, strong lineman, and Keegan and Jace Hatfield are going to determine how far Corbin gets in the playoffs. You mark that down right now.
Yeah, and then let's take a look at this week's wide receiver of the week, brought to you by Gondolier Italian Restaurant and Pizza. We just talked to him a little bit from Corbin High School, Cam Eastep.
Cam Eastep, absolutely electric receiver. Kid moves as good as anybody in space in high school football in this area. Had 9 receptions this week, Ronnie, with 138 yards and a touchdown. He's one of the 4-headed monsters there on Corbin's offense. These guys, they can score. They can get the ball down the field underneath. The big tight end, Eli Petrosky there. Just a phenomenal offense here.
Yeah, and Cam, you'll see him punt return. You'll see him kick return. You'll see him run the ball, run sweeps. He is literally like his brother. And I know, you notice I didn't talk about his brother when I talked to Cam, because Cam is his own man. He's having his own career. We know what Chase is, but he is a lot like Chase in the way that he is one of the most versatile players in the 13th region. Congratulations, Cam, being the receiver of the week.
That's right. And you know what makes both of them? Fierce competitors.
Yes.
And then looking on at the running back of the week, we also talked to him. It's brought to you by Scott Linsonby, attorney at law from Clay County High School, Jaden Woods.
Man, he carried the bulk, Mondo. 23 rushes, 173 yards, had a touchdown, and also 5 receptions, 75 yards in the air and a touchdown. And he played some pretty good defense too.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Had a fumble recovery. Kids just all over the field for Coach Smith's Clay County Tigers there, and a big part of the success that they've had.
Yeah, congratulations, Jaden, on being the running back of the week.
Yeah, then taking a look over at our quarterback of the week. I talked about Williamsburg and their big win they had this week, and really getting to see some of those younger players. And obviously, one of them stuck out pretty good. This one brought to you by Bubby's Barbecue in Corbin from Williamsburg High School, Mr. Reese Hatcher.
Reese Hatcher, if I'm not mistaken, we've talked about this kid once before, right, guys? I mean, just a phenomenal quarterback. Coach Herron, he breeds these quarterbacks down there. Does a great job developing them. Another prime example right here. Kid was 18 for 20 with 254 passing yards through the air with 2 touchdowns. Now, Ronnie, he also added 2 other touchdowns on 4 attempts for 29 yards with 4 total TDs for the Williamsburg Yellow Jackets.
Well, they all, like you say, they always can breed. Jerry Herron knows what he's doing down there. One of the smallest schools in the region, but they play and they fight and they do the small things of playing good defense and great discipline. Reese stepped into that quarterback role this week, and we congratulate him on being the quarterback of the week.
Well, you can congratulate him on being quarterback of the week, but now let's take a look at our Herron Family Dentistry Player of the Week, which is also going to go to Williamsburg's Reese Hatcher. 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns, and 255 passing yards as a freshman.
Yeah, that's what everybody has to remember. He's so young, and the future is so bright for this young man. He can play multiple positions, kind of like Cam Eastep that we talked about just a few minutes ago. He can do a lot of different things. That was our game of the week. DC Turner says the best quarterback performance he's seen in the past 15 years. That says a lot because DC was around before players actually wore helmets, when they just literally took banana peels and put them over their head and played football. That's how long DC Turner has been around. And to say that about Reese is saying a lot.
Yeah, DC's been around for a while, former official, and I don't know if I'd go as far as the banana peel, but I'm going to stay on DC's good side tonight.
Well, congratulations, Reese. You deserve that, the player of the week this week.
I think we've took a look at that. Let's take a look at our player of the year watch list. That brought to you also by Heron Family Dentistry. Bell County's Blake Burnett, along with Caleb Miller.
Saw Blake throw a bomb on the highlights. Continues to play great defense and doing a great job. Those two guys, Caleb Miller, had a big sack or big running the ball, over 100 yards rushing. The reason that Bell County's where they are right now.
Then Clay County's Aiden Carr.
Aiden Carr, you pair him with, the running back there that we talked about, Mr. Jaden Woods. Two phenomenal players, Ronnie, and, a big reason that Clay County Tigers are 5-1 on the year.
Yeah, Aiden has been hurt. When they get him back, he's been out the last couple of games, and they're still 5-1.
Yeah, and then Corbin's Noah Sima, Cade Elam, Eli Petrosky.
But I mean, just take your pick on any given night. Electric kind of took the deep ball away, and had safety, double teaming Noah down the sideline, and Cammy stepped in, they caught the ball across the middle. Now, if the linebacker steps up and takes him, well, you got to contend with Eli Petrosky, Ronnie. That's what I mean. But when I say the four-headed monster. And then plus, Colton Creekmore in there too. I mean, kid has been phenomenal this year.
Yeah, see, I said I was going to stay on DC's good side. DC Turner says payback is coming, Mr. Smith. So that's all you. I stayed on the good side. Williamsburg's Nate Gooden.
Well, with what Reese did this week, Mondo, and you talk about Mr. Gooden there, Williamsburg's going to be dangerous. I expect them to make a deep run, and Mr. Gooden's the reason why.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, who do you play at quarterback, Ronnie? I mean, that's a tough decision there for Coach Heron. I mean, you got the freshman come out and dominated like he did this past week, and then, Nate Gooden too, who was our quarterback of the week there a few weeks ago.
Like Texas, same orange uniforms, right? Which quarterback do you play? Hey, listen, I guarantee you there's not a coach in the 13th region wouldn't like to have that problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Then you're looking at South Laurel's Mason Griffin and Noah Smith and Zach Thomas.
Well, those three kids right there, they're the mainstay for Coach Hines. And, why South Laurel has been as successful as they have in Coach Hines' first season there at Cardinal Nation. And they're just getting started, guys. I mean, big crosstown rivalry, beat North Laurel a couple weeks ago. And, we'll see what they're made out of this week, though, when they head over to the Southwestern.
Yeah, and then you got, the guy we talk about pretty much a lot of the time, Whitley County's D. Parker.
Yeah, D. Parker is a one-man wrecking crew, is not intimidated. He's a ferocious competitor. He has one speed, 100 miles an hour. And, I mean, he is having a phenomenal year.
Yeah, then you're going to have Knox Central's Braden Sizemore.
Braden Sizemore, big running back up there for the Knox Central Panthers and Coach Wayne Mills. And, hey, that kid's a phenomenal athlete in his own right, and he's a powerhouse there at that running back position, Ronnie.
And then, a guy we talked about quite a bit to start off the season, Lynn Camp's DJ Wren.
Yeah, DJ's still being DJ. And, unfortunately, teams are starting to zero in just a little bit on DJ. He's still busting his tail. He's working hard, and he's a phenomenal player. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, let's take a look at our next graphic. You know, a pretty big week for everybody on the pick'ems last week. I mean, everybody had the same picks, but everybody went 9 for 9. So we'll take a quick look.
Really?
Let's look at our numbers now. Myself and Darren Spencer still in very dead last place, 30 and 18. Behind them, or behind us, or in front of us, not behind us, is Mr. Mondo Simon at 32 and 15. John Crisologo, 35 and 12. Ronnie Boland, 34 and 13. And Eric Dixon, ahead of everybody, 36 and 11.
Well, this week you can see the pick'ems there. There's a lot of different picks. Some of us picked everybody the same way, but that could change this week. And Mr. Case Crowley picking the upset there is Whitley County Colonels. He thinks they're going to be able to upset the Red Hounds. And you know what? That's why you play the game, man. Anything can happen.
I mean, I'm pretty sure on where I'm going to end up at the end of all of this. So it's not winning my favor yet.
It's all good.
But yeah, you got Lynn Camp at Harlan. A lot of Lynn Camps there. John Crisologo picking the upset though with Harlan. Clay County at Knox. Everybody picks Knox except for Ronnie Boland. He says Clay County. Middlesboro at Williamsburg. Everybody says Williamsburg except for John Crisologo, Ronnie Smith, and Darren Spencer. Taylor County at North Laurel. Taylor County all the way down the board there. Corbin at Whitley County. Ronnie just spoke on that one. South Laurel at Southwestern. You got it's split up a little even there. Then Pulaski or Harlan County at Pulaski County. Pulaski County down the board on that one. So we'll take a quick break. When we return, we'll be joined in with the head coach of OVI Soccer. We'll be right back. You're watching Inside the Huddle, presented by Martin's Peterbilt, record on the L4 Security Group's 13th Region Media Network.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th Region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810. We also want to wish all student athletes of the 13th Region a very successful and healthy season.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Manager Donovan Storm offers a full line of insurance products to cover your family and business needs. Kentucky Farm Bureau offers home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. The friendly staff is ready to assist you with any of your questions at 528-2030. Manager Donovan Storm and his staff are located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Call today for your free quote.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Since 2009, Gondolier Italian Restaurant and Pizza has been locally owned and operated and has enjoyed sharing made-from-scratch Italian favorites, oven-fresh pizza, and sweet desserts for the London and surrounding communities. We use only the freshest ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste with a vast selection of pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And you can't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're one of our beloved regulars stopping by for the usual, or enjoying our unbeatable happy hour for the first time, we're here to help you feel like part of the family. So come visit us right off exit 41 in London, Kentucky.
Welcome back into Inside the Huddle, presented by Martin's Peterbilt. Joined in with OBI head soccer coach. It looks like he may be having a little bit of internet issues.
And he's been so patient tonight.
I know.
He's been back waiting on us. We'll definitely have to give him a minute to get in there and hold off on talking about soccer. Why don't we go ahead and cover volleyball case, and then we'll give him a chance to get back on.
So, yeah, let's look at our volleyball top 10 presented by Gondolier Italian Restaurant. At number 10, OBI. At number 9, you got South Laurel. Pineville in the 8th spot, followed by Williamsburg in the 7th spot. Right in front of them is Jackson County in the 6th spot. North Laurel finds himself in the 5th spot. Bell County takes the number 4 spot. In the 3 spot, you've got Harlan County. Whitley County in the number 2 spot. And the Corbin Lady Redhounds in the number 1 spot.
Yeah, Mondo, the Redhounds have dominated all year. They're the team to beat in the 13th region. But Coach David Halcomb and his team have been there so many times before. It could be anybody. It's going to be an unbelievable tournament.
But, I got to watch that Whitley and Corbin, match in person there. And, hey, Corbin got up 2-0 on them, and Whitley County fought back and won the next two to take it to a 5th set. So, anything can happen at any time in sports, but Corbin has been dominant all year long, undefeated. Coach Crystal Jones done a tremendous job right there. And, wait and see if the two seniors there at Corbin, Caroline Combs and Evan McGuett, if they don't get some all-state mentions along the way.
And, we've seen a team move up right there. Harlan County finds himself in the 3 spot. They also find themselves as the Gondolier Italian Restaurant Volleyball Team of the Week.
Well, Mondo, they find themselves 22-5, 15-3 against the 13th region. They're playing some great volleyball right now.
Yeah, absolutely, Ronnie. They've won 8 out of the last 9. As far as record-wise, KHSAA rankings in the region, they're in the number 2 spot, just because of their win-loss record. So that's what I'm saying. Anything can happen anytime. That's what makes playing the game so great.
Yeah, a big week or really just a big year for Harlan County. Our volleyball player of the week, also from Harlan County, brought to you by Miss Kim Crowley, is Miss Savannah Hill.
Savannah Hill, one of the major contributors on this Harlan County team. Ronnie, she had 19 assists with 15 aces just in one game. And if you can put those type of stats up in volleyball, then your team's going to be successful.
Yeah, to be able to serve like that and to serve her team with those assists, Savannah Hill is one of the reasons why Harlan County is number 3 in the region.
And now we're joined back by head soccer coach at OBI.
Hey, guys. Sorry about
Coach,
that.
Yeah, thanks for being patient. I told you to get on a little early just in case, and we saw you on there, and then we tried to bring you on, and the little wheel was spinning. We're glad you're able to get on with us tonight.
Yes, sir. Me too. Onita has awesome internet, just in case y'all were wondering.
Anybody that's been there, it's just amazing that you
Yeah.
have it out there. That's
That's
all I
true.
can say. But just want to brag about your team a little bit. 15-4 on the season. The only team in the 13th region, Mondo Sima, with double-digit wins. Nobody hit 10. That is amazing. 49th district champions, and it all comes around you, Coach. Congratulations on an unbelievable season.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, I can't take all the credit. The boys are awesome. They give it up to God every single time we play, practice, anything. I mean, that's who deserves that credit, not me. So, yeah.
Well, we had a chance. We had Hero on and different ones, so everybody knows what he brings to the table. Who was kind of that player, that diamond in the rough that maybe you saw step up this year? That beginning of the year you had no idea what they were going to be able to contribute.
The biggest shocking person this year, I would say, was freshman Skylar Roberts. You'll hear his name a lot during the basketball season because, I mean, that's his bread and butter. He's a fantastic basketball player. He's been playing varsity basketball since he was in 7th grade. But man, I put him on the soccer field last year, and the kid's just, I mean, he's an athlete. He does anything I ask him to do. It's yes sir, no sir. And I mean, he earned a starting spot as a freshman. I got senior sitting on the bench. I mean, behind a freshman who've been on the team for longer, but the kid earned it. I mean, he just lights out every single time he's in the field. So,
Man, that is so awesome to hear him to have the opportunity. Obviously, Onita Baptist Institute, they've been a stellar in the community for many, many, many years. How big does faith play in the role for you as a coach and for your team?
Faith plays a huge role in everything we do. I mean, okay, so it's awesome to win trophies, and I've been able to give our president a couple this year, because we donate them to the school once we win them. But to me, my proudest moments are when the boys huddle up before every single game without me anywhere near them. I mean, I've never once told them, guys, pray before the game. We're a Christian school. You gotta show your Christian side. No, my captains huddle them up before the game. They pray it out, and then they go take care of business. And I just can't speak to that enough. It's awesome to see. I never would have called it last year coming in, and it's just really cool.
Yeah, well, Mondo, OBI's been around a long time, and we get to see them year in and year out. You mentioned, Coach, your captains. Tell everybody about your captains.
So my first choice for captain was our goalie, Jason Fan. He's a senior this year. I can't say enough about this kid. Last year he played striker, and this year he came to me at the beginning of the year, and he's always played keeper, but he likes to score goals just like everybody else. So yeah. I assumed we would be using our backup keeper this year, but he came to me at the beginning of the year. He said, "Coach, I want to win. I don't care where I play. I'd rather play goalie and help us win than try and score as many goals as possible." And I was like, "Wow, okay, well, you want to do it for the team? I mean, you are the best goalie, so he was an easy choice for captain. Just I'll put it that way." And then my second captain, Jonathan Fan, he's one that if you had asked me last year, would not have been a captain, and only because of his attitude last year, not this year. Last year, he was my only athlete to get a red card, and he got a red card at Corbin for saying something inappropriate to the ref using foul language, and he deserved the red card. He owns that. And if you ask him today what the biggest change was between this year and last year, he said around Christmas time he found Jesus, and that changed everything for him. And I'm telling you, it's night and day difference, that kid on or off the soccer field. I mean, again, I never would have picked him as captain, but he made it so easy this year. I mean, at the beginning, when we started training 2 weeks before school started, I had him come back, and I gave him Skylar Roberts, and I said, make him a left back. And sure enough, I mean, every day, him and Skylar Jonathan runs that defense, and Skylar just follows around with him and did everything he told him to do. And I mean, it's just the chemistry on this team is just amazing. It's awesome.
You know, Coach, soccer runs deep in my blood. My uncle was a coach at Corbin for 30-some years. My cousins
SEMA.
played.
Yeah. SEMA. Okay. Yeah, I know him. Okay.
My cousins played soccer. Part of some of the first teams at Corbin, and I've had some come up through the years. Have a cousin in Italy right now. Had a cousin, a goalkeeper, all-state goalkeeper on the Olympic developmental team. My dad was an all-state goalkeeper. Had an opportunity to play at Ohio State, then married my mom. So thankfully he did that. But, in saying all that, tell us a little bit about yourself and, how you got involved in soccer and, just a little bit about your background for the viewers that's watching here tonight.
Yes, sir. So I grew up in South Georgia, Valdosta, which I don't know if you know anything about Georgia, but that's football country. It's all about football. I'm kind of like here when it's not basketball season, but yeah. So anyway, when I was 4, my dad wanted us playing every single sport. Basketball, baseball, football, soccer. He wanted us playing it all. For some reason, me and my brothers took to soccer more than any other ones. I mean, we still played the other ones, but soccer was our favorite. When I graduated high school, I didn't think I was good enough, so I didn't try out anywhere or anything like that. And then when I turned 22, I had some life changes, found Jesus, and tried out at a Christian college in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I was older than everybody else, and they still picked me up. They gave me a scholarship playing center back. I was a 6'2", redheaded center back, 200 or 180 pounds, just running people over. My coach was English, and they play really rough soccer, so I think that's why he liked me so much. So I played soccer all 4 years of college and met my wife, and kind of stopped playing after college, and then coached a little bit in Georgia, and we moved here about 5 years ago with our 2 daughters, and here at OBI, and I mean it's been amazing. My first year, I was the girls' assistant coach, and then COVID happened and kind of got rid of our girls' team for the time being. We're working on trying to get that back, but so I didn't really coach soccer anymore, and 2 years ago, Mr. Gritton came to me, and Umberto Oliveira, the coach before me, was leaving, so he asked me to be the head boys soccer coach. So I said yes and took over, and that's pretty much it. So.
What a great story. And, you guys in OBI, you all are right there in the top of the region year in and year out. As we close this thing, Coach, tell us a little bit about your style of play. You guys put a lot of points on the board this year. Do you generally like to push the ball upfield, or do you like to play the more beautiful game and pass it around and, do that type of thing?
Well, being a defensive player, I'm always kind of defensive minded. That's kind of where I start, is from the defense up the field. I want to make sure that back line is covered. But man, I do like scoring. So my traditional formation is a 4-3-3. It's kind of what I've been doing the past 2 years. It's the easiest formation. Everybody starts out playing that. So I figured it was the easiest one to mesh, all these groups of kids together, because you got kids from different parts of the world playing, different styles. So to me, that formation is the easiest one, just kind of to transition to everybody. So, and then, when you got a kid like Hero, K-John Super Wachara, it's hard not to, it's hard. Yeah, there you go. Y'all can tape record that and then play it later. It's hard not to just say, Hero, just go score. I mean, I try and get him to where, or him and the top three guys. I mean, him, Noah, and Enrique. Those are my other two strikers. Uh, and I mean, it's hard. That I try and get them to pass, but really they're so good at what they do. It's tough to reprimand them for not passing, even though they scored. So like Hero will dribble through four people and then score. I mean, how do you yell at him for not
Yeah.
passing? And
Yeah.
then he doesn't get talked about enough, but the midfielder Martin Amadeus Martin, he's our number 2 goal scorer. I mean, that kid just runs the whole field. I mean, he's just constantly moving. He's always running, playing with crazy intensity. He's not a showboat or anything. So him and Hero, they'll pass, all the way down the field. They did it against Whitley with like 3 seconds left. They passed all the way down the field and scored a goal with 3 seconds left. I mean,
Wow.
to win us the game. And I don't. My plan wasn't to beat everybody, with a lot of goals. It was to stop all the goals. My plan is a goose egg every single game. But it just kind of turned out where I got all these goal scorers. I mean, I might as well let them score. You know what I mean?
Right. I like it. Good answer. Hey man, we've enjoyed watching you guys and keeping up with you and talking about you all year long. And phenomenal coach Ronnie. Hero's
Yeah.
phenomenal player, along with the other kids there. And man, hey, go win this region and
We're
do
going
what
to
you
try.
do.
It's hard to beat a team twice, so it's gonna be fun Tuesday night.
Yeah, we wish you the best, Coach, and just appreciate you, appreciate your faith. Look forward to getting to know you and your family, man. Looking forward to meet y'all in
Yes,
person,
sir.
hopefully
Yes,
real
sir.
soon, and good luck to you in the tournament.
Hey, thank you guys so much. Y'all are awesome. Love what y'all are doing.
I appreciate it.
Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
Man, Mondo, you said Hero right there, but you didn't attempt at the last name. I don't know.
I'd already forgot it, Case. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. When he was talking, like I was ready. I was locked in. I thought he went to a whole nother sentence for us, and it was really just the last name. And
Too many syllables for me, buddy.
he made the joke about recording it. I mean, we're gonna have an audio at the bottom of our streaming thing here that like all I have to do is click the button, and when you say Hero, and then it can say the rest that we can't. Kudos to Coach Corey there for being able to get that.
What a cool sports name, though, Hero. I mean, who wouldn't want to name their kids Hero and be a phenomenal athlete? I mean, it's just tremendous. Good story there of that coach, too, man. I mean, that's good stuff.
Finding Jesus at 22, going to a Christian college, making the team, starting for 4 years. Come on, guys. That's America. That's an all-American story.
Absolutely.
Well, I think we've talked about everything we have to talk about tonight, guys.
Hey, another tremendous show. Hope our viewers appreciate it. And, guys, big week coming ahead. Volleyball is getting ready to start tournament play. You got some region action in soccer. And then what are we in week 7 or 8 of football? I mean, this thing is flying by.
Yeah, it's been a fun year so far as we see volleyball getting it right into the heat of things and soccer winding down. And we just pray for those that are injured. There's been people kind of hit by the injury bug. Several teams are dealing with that they can get recuperated by the end of the year. And we're having a blast being able to be here on the 13th Region Media Network.
Before we get off, I did want to talk about, we talked a little bit about it a few months back when everything first started. But, Mondo, you mentioned about the cousin in Italy, Rizzo. He's doing some big things over there. And I've got to talk to him a few times back and forth here in the last little while. And I know that he was addressed the other night to stay a little bit longer. And I know he's thinking about that now. And he's ready to be home, but what more could a soccer player want than to be there in Italy playing?
Yeah, just a tremendous opportunity for that kid. And, I know our family is so proud of him. And, hey, he may get over there and sign a contract. That when you get in Europe and places like that, it's a lot different than here in the States. I mean, they sign those kids young.
So, with all that being said, my inspirational quote for tonight, If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, or whatever you have to do, just keep moving forward, by Martin Luther King Jr. From all of us here.
Kind of describes going 20, turning 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50.
It's pretty good, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know what you couldn't ask for anything better out there. But from all of us here at the L4 Security Group's 13th Region Media Network, thank you for tuning in tonight. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great week. Big action this week. And stay safe and God bless.